ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Danganronpa 2. I'm Karen Maku.
And I'm Cody.
Okay. So, spoiler alert if you haven't seen any of our other videos, but Nagito is dead.
I know, your crush. He was the okay character.
You clearly could see him in the background. He's not doing okay, but, he's dead.
He was the okayest character.
He's the one that everyone has a body pillow of.
Weirdly enough. I don't get how people like him.
I think it's just how he's, an asshole for the benefit of you. Because he was trying to help you.
I guess. I just think he's annoying.
I feel like when he just, goes off on his own is when he becomes a problem. But, when he's working with a group, he never wants to actually take credit for something. He'll always be like, that rope's pretty cool. You should go look at it. Right?
I guess so. I don't know. I'm going to stick to my guns on this one.
I know, you're allowed to. I'm just saying that's probably the reason. Anyway, let's look at the Monokuma file. Yeah, I know that.
Shit, he's dead?
Really? The victim is Nagito Kamaeda?
Kamaeda.
Yeah. And he's 5'9". He can never brag about being 6 feet. The body was discovered inside of the warehouse near the Monokuma plushie factory. The estimated time of death is believed to be noon sharp. Not only is there a spear stabbed into his stomach, there are multiple stab wounds on each of his thighs.
Each of his ties.
Each of his ties. Furthermore, there are lacerations on his left arm and a knife impaled on his right hand.
Man, that sucks.
What a tragic situation. Just reading this is making me depressed.
Huh? Is there something wrong with the Monokuma file?
Again? But what's wrong with it?
I thought it just wasn't coming back for a second.
Not only is there a spear stabbed in his stomach, there are multiple stab wounds on each of his thighs. Furthermore, there is a laceration on his left arm and a knife impaled through his right hand.
Yes, those are all there. Did he miss something?
It doesn't list the cause of death.
Oh, you're right, it doesn't.
It's definitely weird. Well, I guess I'll find out if I look around. That's what the investigation is for.
Don't worry or form conclusions on your own. Makes me more worried than I should be.
We can discuss it later. Right now is our only chance to investigate. So we should investigate first. See? If we don't, there won't be anything for us to discuss.
Correct. Well, I guess you're right. Then let's start with the area surrounding Nagito's body. Since the curtain blocked most of the water, this area wasn't affected by the sprinklers that much. Thanks to that, I can properly investigate Nagito's body. I never thought I'd have to investigate Nagito's body. Really?
He was more of if he was gonna die, it'd be early on. And, if he ever died, if anyone ever died to him later, that'd make more sense than him dying to someone.
I guess.
Because it's
I don't know, the dude's constantly, talking shit about how, I wish the killer had taken me. That way I could be a pedestal for hoes.
He's, stripping as he's saying that. He probably didn't expect to end up like this either. Okay, we got our first bullet.
Cool.
Okay, so we gotta look at his body, right? There's other things we could look at, but I never expected Nagito to die like this.
I had strong suspicions.
He was always spouting nonsense about hope and trying to confuse the hell out of us. Even so, dying like this is just too cruel.
Yeah.
Also, he wasn't completely useless. There were times we were only able to reach the truth because of him. But everything good and bad about him is gone.
Now he's just meat on the floor.
Meat and a substance we will never scrub out of the concrete.
A new stain.
Look at this, the stain, the Nagito stain. We're gonna name it. We'll never be confused by him again. We'll never be saved by him again. No, now's not the time to think about unnecessary things like Nagito. I need to focus on the investigation right now. For now, I need to investigate everything about this body that catches my eye.
Man, he's a lanky dude.
And he is a lanky dude. Let's see. First things first, the burnt rope. Nagito's right wrist is tied with rope, but it looks like the tip of the rope is burnt off. Could this be a result of the fire? But that's weird. The rope is burnt off like this. Why are Nagito's clothes completely unaffected by the fire when it was so close to the blaze?
My god, his ultimate lucky shirt.
Hell no, his lucky shirt.
What if it did turn out that like the only reason he's as lucky as he is because he has like lucky underwear?
He's got like a lucky penny that he's never removed from his pocket or something.
He swallowed a lucky penny.
Oh, let's look at the knife. The knife is stabbed through Nagito's right hand. Did the killer do this? How could they do something so cruel?
Why would they do something like that?
Oh, did I say it wrong?
No. I'm just wondering, like, why would they do something like that?
I don't know.
Doesn't make a whole lot of sense considering he was tied up.
They were just like, I got nowhere to put this knife.
Hold this for me, would you?
Thanks, buddy. And then they leave.
High fives his other hand, even though he's dead.
He's dead as shit. I mean, I could see someone doing that.
But this knife, it must be from the military base.
Military bit? Oh, fuck.
Now that you mention it, you're right. It looks like a survival knife.
Well,
Almost as, like, the one from the last game.
Was there one?
You don't remember the survival knife? The one that, like...
Oh, right. From that cutscene they showed like 47 times.
Like, I really should have put a counter with how many times they showed that picture, right?
They were really proud of that one.
Yeah, I don't know why. It was so much!
by the way, it seems like the wounds on his legs and left arm was caused by the same knife.
Which means, after the killer was finished stabbing Nagito's legs and left arm, they stabbed the knife through his right hand?
It cannot be.
And then they finished him off with a spear.
How cruel.
Eh.
Then does that mean the killer went through the trouble of using two weapons? A knife and a spear?
How do you know they didn't kill him first and then, like, mutilate his body?
Yeah, because again, there was no cause of death listed. They might have dropped an anvil on his head.
Something tells me that's not what they did.
But they could have just killed him by stabbing him with the knife. Why did they need to use a spear at all?
You are right.
That is definitely strange. Was there a reason they had to use it?
A reason they had to use a spear, huh?
Okay,
What?
nothing. I was thinking something.
What?
I was looking at, like, all of the injuries on him, and I was like, are these, like, weapon for weapon the exact same injuries from the last game? And it's like, no, it's not.
Yeah, because
I can't spoil all of it, but, like, it's not.
he also doesn't have his head cracked open.
Well, yeah, that.
He also wasn't... He wasn't burnt. The building was burning, but he himself was not being burnt.
Yeah, he didn't burn.
He was also only stabbed once with a spear.
BDSM gone wrong.
Ooh.
A prank gone sexual gone wrong.
I kissed my dad gone right.
He must have been in great pain. He clearly had this agonizing look on his face when he died.
He's like got a wide smile.
We like take the tape off. He's actually smiling super wide. He's like, you know what? Let's put that back over it.
Jesus Christ, did he get hit with the Joker toxin?
Yeah, you're right. That is what the toxin does.
Yeah,
It's
and
not-
somehow in the Batman they thought it'd be less scary if it didn't kill you, and instead just fucking paralyzed you with a terrifying grin.
And yet Batman won't kill him. Coward. At least Spider-Man has the guts to kill his villains if he needs to.
Yeah, it's just that the only villains he thinks are worth killing, he can't kill. Because it's like Carnage and shit.
And those he can kill, he's threatened so that they won't, like, go to the level of needing to be killed.
Yeah. Fucking Spider-Man's the real G, dude.
Yeah. Anyone who says they like Batman is stupid. His mouth was covered with duct tape. Was this to keep Nagito from screaming for help? I really feel like even if he was screaming for help, you wouldn't hear him.
Or pay attention. Also, he probably wouldn't scream for help.
Ooh, ow, ooh, harder, daddy, what?
Jeez, what a horrible look on his face. The blood splatter all over doesn't help either. It's a good thing his mouth is covered in duct tape. Otherwise, I wouldn't be able to look at him.
Hey, so does that mean that you can turn around for a second while I look at something?
You rip it off, and Nagito's like, ow!
He's awake. He's like alive. That would be more
Playing a very elaborate game of possum.
That would be very concerning considering the body discovery announcement went off.
Yeah, what does that mean? Did Monokuma also make a mistake?
It just cuts to a corner where there's a dead Monokuma.
Got a minute? Sorry, excuse me.
Chiaki moved past Kazuichi and me and squatted down next to Nagito's face. Lucky, am I right? And in one swift movement, she ripped the duct tape off of his mouth.
Ah, there's no blood in there.
He got teeth.
He's got teeth, just only on the top of his mouth.
He's only got the one tooth.
It's made chewing very difficult.
Hey, what are you doing?
It's gonna be fine. It'll be fine. I'll put it back right away once I'm done investigating here.
Hey!
Putting the tape back isn't the issue, you ungrateful swine.
Bitch!
You're gonna get cursed!
What do you mean? What do you mean?
Can we backtrack to you calling her an ungrateful swine?
Yeah, let's go back to that one.
The blood on Nagito's face. It looks like it mostly came from the slice on his left arm. If that's the case.
Man, it's no use. She's not listening.
She's paying more attention than you are.
Yeah.
You're not doing anything.
Focus up, dog. Then you throw a basketball at his face.
Throw a wrench at his face. You can dodge a wrench.
You can dodge the ball.
Hey, about the blood splatter on his face. There's no blood under the duct tape.
What's wrong with that?
Well, the duct tape has crinkles, like it was sticking towards the inside of his mouth, right? Nagito was probably desperately moving his mouth under the tape, or the duct tape.
Well, he was getting stabbed all over his arm. Unless he was laughing.
No, laughing. There's like a huge bubble of air.
They pop it and just hear ha 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 ha. It's like a cartoon.
Cool.
Seriously? What's wrong with that?
She means Nagito's mouth was covered with duct tape before he got all the wounds all over his body.
Which makes sense.
Yeah, unless, like, they're trying to rule out if it was added later to hide the fact that, I don't know, something?
That nonsense occurred?
Yeah, that nonsense occurred.
So he tried to shout, which caused the duct tape to get sucked into his mouth a bit.
Or he just yawned real hard.
Might have been just bored.
Just waiting.
But what's wrong with that? Is that something we really need to worry about? I don't really get it. Just put the duct tape back on his mouth already.
Yep. Yeah, you're right.
Anyway, this might be some kind of clue too. I should remember it.
There's like a big blue paw print over the duct tape.
It's like on each of his like teeth. There's like a paw print. Anyway, what else we got?
My god, that dog got it done it again. There's a cut on his upper left arm.
Really? A cut. One singular cut.
His legs and right hand have stab wound.
That's probably the reason that the wound on his left arm doesn't look that deep compared to his other wounds. Well, regardless, it doesn't change the fact that it's a hideous wound and there's blood everywhere.
I mean, like, girl, you are giving me the ick.
Nagito has always been giving me the ick.
There's something strange.
Yeah, he's dead.
See? Look at the palm of his left hand. I think that blood is from his left arm when his left arm was slashed open, but I can't read. Doesn't the blood splatter look strange? It cuts off right in the middle of his palm.
Also on his fingers.
Yeah.
It definitely cuts off. Maybe that's just as far as the blood could reach when it splattered.
Okay, Hajime, you're not that stupid.
Hajime, come on, brother.
Well, that would definitely explain the blood on his palm, but
There's something else that's strange?
when you flip it over, it looks like the back of his hand. Well, there's also blood, but only above the middle joints of each finger.
You're right. Why is it only on this part? It's called a fashion statement.
He messed up painting his nails.
He got a little overzealous.
It's like he's like going at it, and like as he's painting his nails, like classical
Just
music,
going all over the place.
classical music starts playing as we're like watching him focus, and then it cuts to him looking at his hands, and it's like all the way down. He's like, I might have done too much.
Beautiful.
Beautiful.
I am fierce. I am giving vibes. I am giving you your zhuzh, darling. Nyas.
Nagito's saying that in his fucking room, all alone.
With like pictures of everybody.
Thank you. And then he like goes out to conquer the day only to die.
See, it's just as I said, right? It's strange, right? I win.
What do you win? Yeah, sure. You win. Like pat her on the head and give her a cookie.
I mean, I feel like that's how you handle her. You just give her a cookie. Anyway, blood on the left hand. And then there's the spear.
We gotta look at his tail.
I don't want to look at his tail. His tail's stupid.
A spear with a flashy ornament on it is impaled deeply into Nagito's stomach.
Ornament?
Ornament? There's no way around it. That looks like a fatal wound.
Yeah, it looks like. Oh my, what's this? Such a strange looking spear, isn't it?
Oh no, are you about to tell me it's the same one from the last game?
A cord extends from the tip of the handle, and there's an iron weight attached to it. I see. You use the cord as a whip to capture the enemy and deliver the final blow with the spear.
I see. So you like swing it and then try to like wrap the thing around him.
Which I guess you could do.
And then like once you have it, you flip it around and they can't really escape from you.
Yeah, what are they gonna do?
Drop and roll. I mean,
You're like trying to stab him. It's like, stop!
Stop, drop, and roll.
The forbidden jutsu.
Anyway, is this your shit? Is this your first time looking at this too?
Oh, of course not. This is the spear of Gungnir, right?
Sound familiar?
No.
You remember the beginning, the like first bitch to die in the first game?
Right, Junko and Ashima.
that was absolutely her name. Don't look it up.
You couldn't wear it out if you tried.
Where like there was a lot more during that scene, but it was absolutely the same spear.
Wasn't it? I could have swore they were just like straight metal pipes. Maybe I'm just crazy. You definitely came up with that now.
It'd be really funny to come up with this badass name, and it's just a long metal pipe.
By the way, I wanted to ask you, where did that spear come from?
Apparently God.
I feel like I saw it at Nezumi Castle.
What? Nezumi Castle? I was designed to be afraid of mice.
Nice.
So I can't go in there.
I'm afraid of nice.
I mean, maybe.
Maybe.
Damn you, mice. Damn you all to hell.
I see. Even he doesn't know what's inside that castle. Well,
anyway.
Well, more importantly, I need to focus on the investigation. The spear definitely catches my eye, but the weight on the end of the cord coming out of the handle. It looks like that part has blood on it too. Are you sure? A lot of the parts of the spear has blood on it.
There's a blood on a lot of places, Nagito. Keep up. I mean, Hajime.
Yeah, you're talking to the dead body. It's like, you just gently pap his face. It's like, keep up, buddy.
Come on, pal.
It's like, Nagito, you're not catching any of this information. And then there's just no answer.
Just dead with crickets and flies.
And everyone's like, is he okay?
Guys, I think he's dead.
But for some reason, this section of the cord doesn't have blood on it.
You can put 2 and 2 together, Hajime.
Yeah, 2 and 2 make 5.
It's about the size of a human fist. Strange that this section of the cord doesn't have blood on it.
2 plus 2 makes fish.
Shut up. Also, Chiaki mentioned this earlier, but apparently the spear came from Nezumi Castle. Might be better if I confirm that later.
Cool.
The spear of Gungnir.
Gunya.
The scoopsies.
Both of Nagito's legs are tied up. Kinky. Each rope is tied to a
I could have done a better job.
Yeah, the knot work? Childish.
Subpar.
Anyway, each rope is tied to a pillar nearby. He wouldn't have been able to move at all. According to the Monokuma file, the wounds on his legs are all stab wounds. Does that mean the killer didn't just tie up Nagito, they also stabbed his legs? So it's like, even if he was capable of getting the ropes off of his feet, he wasn't going anywhere.
Yeah, he was just fucked.
Why would the killer do something like that?
Damn it! At any rate, this is pretty sadistic. The killer must have been holding a huge grudge towards him.
Okay, show of hands.
That does not narrow it down in the slightest.
Like everyone raises their hand but Chiaki.
But
Because she doesn't have the capacity to be, like,
So-
hold a grudge with anybody.
I mean, like, yeah, he was mean, but I didn't hate him. All y'all guys are weird.
You guys have problems. Or they might have been torturing you.
Torture?
That's what I said. I mean, if they wanted to kill him, they could have just jabbed him once in the chest, right?
You know what? You have a good point.
Yeah, he's making a fair point. If you disregard the spear in his chest, that's not in his chest.
I mean, it's in his midsection.
It's in his solar plexus. The other wounds were inflicted for reasons other than killing.
You know what's really
Is that
funny?
for you? Hang on.
Like, if it got... That's where your stomach is, isn't it?
It's a little... I guess... No,
It's like right at the
little-
top of your stomach. Like the esophagus, maybe?
Yeah, it's like your diaphragm. That would not instantly kill you.
Yeah, which
You
means,
would die.
Which means, like, if he was still alive when the spear entered him, he'd probably have trouble breathing.
No, you wouldn't have trouble breathing.
Well, because it's like if it hits his diaphragm, that means his heart wouldn't beat, which means his lungs wouldn't intake air, right?
Not
It's
exactly. Like, your heart is above that, and so are your lungs. Your diaphragm is sort of what holds up the heart and lungs, but he's already laying down, so you wouldn't have to worry about it that much.
Oh, I thought it was like the movement of everything that like kept it all going.
No, your whole body is a weird, nonsensical Rube Goldberg machine that just kind of works.
We believe it works, and thus it works.
Yeah, like your heart doesn't actually beat and throb, it twists itself to wring the blood out.
It really
Your-
wants to clean the place only for more blood to come in.
Your lungs like expand to pull air in and then squeeze themselves to pull air out. It's a whole nonsensical bullshit thing.
Anyway.
But like that wouldn't kill you instantly. If it didn't have the abdominal aorta, you'd have about 30 minutes before you bled out.
Honestly, with like all of the shit that was going on Nagito's body, he might have reached the point where he couldn't feel the pain anymore.
Yeah, he might have been going into shock.
Which, like, that's probably the face that he's making.
Although if it hit his intestine, oh no, that wouldn't really hit his intestine.
Yeah,
would
that's a
it?
little too high for that.
Wouldn't hit his gut, so you wouldn't have to worry about stomach acid bleeding into his
So
system.
it has to be like the ass end of his esophagus.
Yeah.
So as long as like, you know, the stomach acid isn't leaking out from there,
And again,
he would probably just like he wouldn't have trouble breathing because that's too low down.
then again, he was already bleeding from his arms and legs.
His hand.
So, give him a good 15-20 minutes to bleed out, maybe. What?
Then there was that whole fire and everyone couldn't exactly enter immediately.
Unless he hit the brachial artery in his arm, which means he'd only have like 2-3 minutes.
I like our biology lesson that we're going on right now.
I like to show off when I'm smart because I don't get a whole lot of chances for that.
Anyway, back on the magic school bus, kids. Which means the wounds all over Nagito's body were from the killer torturing him. If that's the case, what was the killer trying to make Nagito confess? Well, there was that whole code situation, and then there was the whole, like, you know, bomb threat.
Yeah, he's fine.
He's fine. Was it something that would have led to the traitor?
No.
Even so.
I was here for a moment.
Well, even if this was a torture, there's no doubt that the killer must have held a deep grudge towards Nagito. Sorry, I'm shifting.
I know, it's fine. Your side of the couch is so squeaky, it's really funny.
It's because I'm so big. Refusing to let him die easily. I can totally understand a dark impulse like that.
Have you done that?
You like slide in on your like belly with your head resting on your hand, like your feet kicking in the air.
So, girl talk.
Spill, sister, spill.
This is a safe space.
Kind of.
Kind of.
Soda's gonna freak
Everything
out.
you say can and will be used against you in the court of law.
It's just a thing. It's just a quirky thing we do.
Oh my god. An investigator saying that to you in the interrogation room.
It's just this little quirk I have.
But you know, like, this is safe space. No one's gonna judge.
Feel free to share, girlfriend.
Just let me turn this on real quick. Click.
This is Chief Investigator Brittany reporting. Sitting here with Fuyuhiko, and he and I are about to share some tea.
I'll start, and then like 20 minutes later, I got the tea. Continuing my streak of 100% accurate.
Officer Brittany, you are one of the best people on our force. However, we have some notes.
Don't have notes, honey. I'm always working.
You're a 45-year-old man. Please stop hitting on the water cooler guy.
That's all. It is you. Did you read this?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what triggered this whole nonsense. But even if they had a grudge against him, would they really have gone this far?
This is not Danganronpa, of course. Welcome to Danganronpa.
Welcome to Danganronpa. The nonsense never ends.
Here's your cut of despair. I guess I'm done with this. With the area surrounding Nagito's body. Jeez, I can't believe I'm actually investigating such a grisly-looking body.
Yeah, it was bound to happen eventually.
Even I'm surprised at myself. Does this mean I'm used to it?
Hells yeah, brother.
Classmate's dead body is right in front of me, and one of my peers is the killer responsible. And I had to investigate his death so I could find his killer. Am I used to something as abnormal as that? That would mean I'm becoming abnormal too.
Hell yeah, brother.
I think the proper term is jaded, but okay. Anyway.
Acclimated to it.
Oh no! Monokuma's dead! There's blood coming out of his stomach. Yeah, baby!
That's what I'm talking about.
Hey.
No response. He's dead, Jim.
He's bred Jim.
Just kidding. I'm not dead.
Is that one of the life-size plushes that were being produced in this factory? You're a stuffed animal too. Don't put oversized garbage there. It's so misleading.
What the heck?
What are you calling oversized garbage?
Could this be one of Monokuma's tricks? Then why'd he do it? Making a hole like it got stabbed and going through the trouble of dirtying the hole with blood. Did he try to intimidate Nagi?
Imitate.
Did he try to imitate Nagito's?
Intimidate Nagito's dead body. Look at what I can do to you!
Intimidate the ghost back into his body.
He's just dead with like a fly crawling on his eye. Ship up or shape out, motherfucker!
Shit, just to be sure, do you remember how this case goes?
No.
Oh, okay, great.
What are you saying?
I had nothing to do with that.
Because it's like, you know who the killer is, you just don't know anything else, do you?
Yeah.
Okay.
You're so evil.
He's probably lying! Surely, you're always lying! You should just die like that plushie over there!
Calm down. You seem more pissed than usual these days, Monami. But you better watch what you say.
No!
If I feel like it, I can wipe you out easily, you know.
I won't give in to your threats! I'll fight you until the very end! I will definitely take back the seat of world supremacy from Monokuma!
What?
That was right?
That was right! What does any of that mean? It's like those annoyances are gone. If it wasn't Monokuma's trick, then who did this?
Who the fuck do you think? Did the killer have done this? So, is that Nagito's blood? Nah, it's his. It's a blood pact. No, it had a blood pact inside of this plushie.
It just didn't go very far.
Let's see, I have no idea how this connects to the incident.
Might as well gather the bullet, though.
Cool. Let's see. What else we got? We looked at the body. There's like, there's something there!
What do you mean?
Because it's like, there's...
It's just registering the fire grenades.
Okay. My brain was like, there's something here and there's something here, but it's the one over here.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, no, don't touch me, I'm stupid.
It's like a bunch of plastic bottles.
Get off of me!
Remnants of plastic are scattered all over the place. This is probably... cool.
Sounds like glass, by the way.
Yeah, I don't know why you're saying those are plastic. Plastic doesn't really shatter like that.
Unless it's like really brittle plastic, but then it wouldn't be able to hold anything.
Yeah. Those fire grenades that we used to put out the fire. Well, they weren't actually that useful in the end.
They were supposed to be.
Too bad they just didn't do anything. Man, Soda looks ready.
I mean, yeah, he's always... I feel like he was supposed to be a killer a long time ago.
Yeah, he was supposed to be probably a more intense character, and then they just turned him into Shaggy. The fire was only extinguished thanks to the sprinklers.
I hate that you're right. Everyone does that voice with him, though.
Well, look at him.
Yeah, especially with how he actually sounds.
Well, nevertheless, this evidence really isn't all that strange.
Yeah, we did it. Anyway, these.
We done it.
Oh, the lighter.
It's like a big novelty lighter.
Well, I mean, fucking look at that thing.
It's an oil lighter. This is where the curtains would have been hanging. It also looks like the fire did extensive damage here. The oil lighter was placed here.
Sorry, I'm just looking at the setup and it's like, what if Nagito died to a fucking Rip machine? Or whatever
That's really
it's called.
what it looks like.
Or whatever they're called.
Rip Goldberg machine, I think.
Oh, okay, so I did get it right. Somewhat.
Oh, an oil lighter. Someone was probably wanted to keep warm.
Bring it on.
It's the most foolish thought. This is clearly the cause of the fire.
Okay, I'm glad you caught yourself.
And, like, imagine she actually believed it until she said it and then, like, saved herself.
Oil lighters can continue to burn even after someone lets go of them.
Which means
So using that, the curtain was set on fire. Using the oil lighter.
No, that's you.
Using the oil lighter, huh? Do you think the killer set up some sort of trick with it?
Sick tricks.
you are right.
The killer probably planned to destroy evidence by setting the warehouse on fire.
It caused the fire to destroy evidence? No reason I can think of why a killer would set fire to their crime scene, but... Oil lighter.
Oh god, I gotta talk to people?
I don't know, can you leave?
Investigate.
Yeah, you gotta talk to people.
Oh god, who even have information? It's hard to know who would have information.
I feel like Sonia. She's our current suspect.
So just as I thought.
If only everyone could go home, nothing would make me happier. No, we should finish the class trial. Then we can think about what will happen after.
Nah, she's just depressed.
Cool. My knees hurt.
Soda, you're up.
One of us killed Nagito in such a cruel way. It's too bizarre. I can't do anything except laugh.
Wow, okay. You seem to be really helpful right now.
That was a whole lot of nothing. She looks like she's deep in thought while staring at the ceiling. Man, that patch on the wall looks like a bird.
Hey, have you noticed how the paint movements up there look like Elvis?
What happened? Is there something strange about the ceiling?
Yep.
Yeah, about that sprinkler.
That's one of the sprinkler heads that activated to put out the fire.
Well,
You can see it.
Wait, what? You can see
A girder.
A girder right next to it, right? There.
see?
Oh!
Man, that's crazy.
Damn! Sucks.
Probably not important.
Sucks to suck, right?
Can you see that red streak?
No, it's pink.
Huh? You're right. I definitely see it. It's like a small red line in the ceiling girder.
Perhaps.
Is that blood?
Blood? The color definitely looks like blood. There's no way blood...
Oh, sorry.
Plus, it's in a straight line.
That's why I've been staring at it. I think it's strange.
It's definitely strange. I should remember this.
Cool, we leveled up.
Blood in the girder.
Blub on the girder. Can I leave? No. Fuyuhiko, you're up.
I'm not freaking out about it like Kazuichi, but definitely can't stop thinking about it.
You know, you look like so far gone right here. Just like, you're just out of it.
How could this happen to me?
I think it's because his pupil is so small.
Yeah? When the Monokuma timer reaches 0 2 days now. 2 days from now. What's gonna happen? Huh? What's gonna happen?
You know, you're not in this conversation.
That's obviously wrong.
This rotten school trip is gonna end, right? We can finally go back home.
Oh, if only it was that simple, you idiot.
Carefree to the end.
Does that mean you don't think that'll happen?
Well, yeah.
Monokuma might be planning to make us do something after the countdown ends.
Hey,
We just play a game of Wipeout to see if we can, like, leave.
What do you mean something?
Shut up! Shut
He's
up!
making us kill each other, you know. What could be worse than that?
Damn it!
I don't know. But this is Monokuma we're talking about, you know?
A sudden death round?
There's no way this will end smoothly with a countdown.
Anyway. I'm sorry. like you said before, if we screw up here, it's the end. It's the end for us. For now, let's focus on the investigation. We'll think about the countdown after we live through the class trial.
Yeah, I know. Don't bring up strange stuff like that.
Okay, I guess you're the one with the clue.
Wow, 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 wow.
It mattered for Gundam killing and for Mekons, but it looks like it's different this time. It doesn't matter this time.
What doesn't matter?
So,
The time. It looks like the time doesn't matter. It was clearly written in the Monokuma file. The time of death was noon sharp.
If it was at noon, what were we doing at that time?
Weren't we here? You were all here, right?
Yeah, it was like 5 minutes ago.
Because they said that when the truck was exploding, it was like a few minutes before noon, and then we all went to the warehouse together.
Yeah.
What were we doing? Well, right now it's
It's 12:30 p.m. It also has a clock punch.
well, the old one did. Then that means Nagito died 30 minutes ago. It happened that recently? He's totally a fresh kill.
Fresh. Seems like a bad way to describe it.
If it happened 30 minutes ago, it was around the time we were struggling with the bombs.
You're right. Those fake bombs were originally supposed to explode at noon.
Which means whoever doesn't have an alibi for that time is Nagito's killer. But this could be like when Nekomaru died. The killer could have also used some kind of automatic setup. Which, let's not forget, after breakfast, no one saw Nagito.
Yeah. So, could have been tortured and then just left to die while the timer counted down.
Although they said that he never mind.
Also, the crime looks very detailed, so they would have needed time to prepare.
Then whoever doesn't have an alibi before we found the bomb is suspicious. Wait, none of us have an alibi for that time. That's when we all split up to search for the bombs.
Good job, Akane. Yeah, that's the problem. Now then, I guess that's enough investigating this area, the area behind the curtain. Killer's goal wasn't just killing Nagito. Should have been another reason as well. If not, they wouldn't have gone through the trouble of tying him up with a rope and covering his mouth with duct tape.
You're so cute.
What do you mean?
So cute.
How?
Cute.
How? Not just that. There's no reason to inflict any wound other than a fatal one. So what was the reason? Looks like I better investigate other areas to figure that out. Alright, I should try investigating the other areas inside this warehouse first.
Leave here? Yeah, let's back off.
Let's take 5 steps back.
Okay, then there's the music. Are you good?
Yeah, my legs hurt for some reason. I think I'm having growing pains. I don't think I can afford to get any taller. This is an MP3 player. There's even a speaker plugged into it. But why is this here?
Maybe.
Looks like that weird music was playing from there. You know, that music that was blaring when the fire started?
Yeah, you're right.
It's like it's busted from getting drenched by the sprinklers. No mistaking it, that music was playing from the MP3 player.
I don't disagree with that, but why was the killer playing music from this?
Have you ever seen Silence of the Lamb?
No.
Oh, this might take some explaining.
Okay, let's see what else we got. Let's see. This is the back, and this is the panels.
The fucking series of dominoes.
There are a lot of tipped over Monokuma panels. The panels near the curtain in the back is tipped over. It's tipped over and burned. Did the fire do that? Well, why are they scattered like this? The last time I came here, I seem to recall they should have been neatly put away.
maybe we're the ones who made this mess.
Huh?
See? Look, the tipped over panel by the entrance is really close to the door, right? So maybe the reason those panels are tipped over is...
It's fine, I'll open it slowly.
No, that's not the problem.
Seriously, it'll be fine.
No. With those words, Akane, we already know this.
Okay, fine, I'll skip it.
This is nonsense we're already aware of. It happened literally 5 minutes ago.
For us, it was a day ago.
Shut up.
Could it be? Was that it?
Well,
Shit.
And there's something else I've been wondering.
Please don't mock the way I speak.
hey,
These Monokuma panels are tipped over, starting from the entrance at the back of the warehouse. They seem to be lying on top of each other in a straight line.
Yeah, compared to the other tipped over panels, that line is the only one that's neat and orderly.
So, isn't this clearly strange?
Strange. That means we can speculate this was done intentionally.
Monokuma panels.
Yeah.
Yay.
What
Anyway.
else is in here? Take your time, man.
Sorry, I'm looking for like Monokumas. I know it's too late for that, but I just wanna. Books.
There are a bunch of books stacked on top of each other. Apparently they contain Monokuma's poetry and photos. Sprinkler is completely soaked them. Can't even turn the pages anymore. Well, it's not like I'm missing much.
Are there still areas to investigate? So it has to be people, right?
I guess so, unless there's something on the far other side.
Oh, it's. Oh, I hate that.
All these CDs. They're all copies of Monokuma's music. They should have been burned too. Okay, then yeah, it has to be people.
It has to be people. Who should we start with?
Let's start on the other side than what we started with earlier.
Kone?
Yeah.
No.
hey. Like,
Yeah, that's the problem. Sonia, you got anything?
It's like Sonia is investigating and focused on investigating the warehouse.
She's investigating on focusing.
Shut up. Which reminds me, there's something I need to ask her about. Now that we've pretty much finished investigating Nagito's body, I think it's about time to ask her. Hey Sonia, do you have a minute?
Yes, what is it?
I want to talk to you about when that fake bomb Nagito set in the warehouse exploded.
Huh?
Right before it exploded, you said something like this, right? It's alright! It's not a bomb! That's you, right? That's what you sound like?
Kaboom!
How did you know the bombs were fake?
Well,
That's not all either. When we were looking for the bombs, where were you at the military base? I thought you were supposed to be searching the Central Island. Plus, when I called for you, you didn't come to the factory right away. Where were you and what were you doing that time?
Where were you on the night of the 5th?
oh my,
oh my.
it cannot be.
Do you suspect me? It's
Uh,
a misunderstanding. I am not the killer. Jesus shit, you son of a bitch!
What? Sonia?
I am sorry.
I'm terribly sorry. I was panicking.
What?
I shall calm down and explain to you why I was at the military base. When I first explored the final island, I discovered a vast amount of bombs there.
What?
Well,
At first, I was worried that someone might use them for nefarious reasons, as if I announced it to everyone. So I kept silent the whole time.
Does that mean when you heard Nagito planted bombs, you got suspicious and went to investigate them?
that is.
And as I expected, the bombs had disappeared. I thoroughly searched for them inside the military base, but the bombs were nowhere to be found.
And because you were searching for them, you were late when we all gathered.
Please listen.
And because of that, I reached a conclusion. The bombs Nagito brought from the military base, were brought from the military base, which means they were fake bombs.
How did you find out the bombs at the military base were fake?
Well, she obviously set one off.
Because I attempted to use one of them.
Yep, there it is. What?
I see.
I thought one of the bombs would be strong enough to blast open the door of the ancient ruins. At the time, I still believed the bombs were real. And I thought I could use one of them to gain entrance to the ancient ruin.
This is the greatest
However,
plan.
That plan was an utter failure. The bomb was not real. It was merely a fireworks display.
So Nagito thought the bombs were real.
All to hell.
I see. So that's why
Okay.
you're the only one who knew the bombs at the military base were fake.
So I like to imagine she's like incredibly frustrated, but she
Mommy as
can't
well.
articulate it properly since this isn't her first language.
She just can't properly explain how frustrated she is, so she just says words that she knows people say when they're upset.
I mean, that would make sense.
If those bombs are the same ones that disappeared, it would mean Nagito took them. That is why I knew it was fake. However, I did think it was strange when Nagito blew up the hotel lobby.
Yeah, like the literal rule breaking he did here. Like, let's just take
Like,
a
actually broke the school policy.
like a moment of silence for Soda, who should have died in this scene, right?
Should have been reduced to a liquid.
Which I guess he's just the Toko of this game, who also got exploded and also survived.
And is also obsessive over an elite.
Ah, shit. No, he is Toko. He fucking is Toko. I hate that.
That bomb was real, and I could not stop thinking about it. But upon further reflection, that might have been Nagito's plan all along. He showed us a real bomb to make us believe that he had set that the bombs he had set were real as well.
If so, then Nagito's actions were extremely calculated.
Are you? Yeah, he's a very calculating man, right? Don't look at me like that.
But the problem is, his reason for doing it.
With this, I have explained everything.
Do you have a minute?
There should be no more reason for you to doubt me.
Well, now that you said that, I kinda do doubt you. You're right, I got it.
I got a bullet.
It's a tiny face.
Alright, I'm pretty much finished looking for clues inside the warehouse. I was able to find some clues, but there are still so many things I don't understand yet.
Alden, you look worried.
Correct. Yeah, I am.
Well, at a time like this, it might be good if you broaden your investigation range.
You mean it's good to investigate other places as well? She might be right. There are several buildings I've been wondering about besides the crime scene. Military base that Sonia mentioned, Plushy factory next door. Nesmi Castle, where the spear originally came from, and Nagito's room too. I'm gonna understand the reason for his actions. I need to know more about him.
I'm pretty sure the others have already finished investigating.
Can you hear me?
Hey, you guys. Isn't it about time we leave this place and try exploring other areas too?
In response to the Chiaki, the others gathered around her.
I see.
I agree. I was just thinking about proceeding to another area. It seems we had the same idea.
Huh?
But is it safe? There won't be anyone that got the crime scene.
Yep. We don't have a choice. There's just not enough of us. Besides, we've investigated all we can here.
I guess you're right.
See?
Also, it looks like the clues we found aren't enough to piece together this incident together. So we need to search for them in other areas, probably. Well, alternatively, if there aren't any clues in other areas either, we'd have to completely give up.
You don't really need to say that.
Hey, hey!
Then it's okay if we leave this place.
It's okay.
It turns out it wasn't okay.
There's no time for us to stand around. In order to survive, there's no other way except to do it. In order to survive, we need to find Nagito's killer. If we don't sacrifice that person, nobody can survive. That's our reality.
Damn.
Snap back to reality. That's why there's no time for us to stand around. Neat.
Music! Anyway, what were we going to look at?
God, my legs hurt for some reason. The Plushy Factory. The Plushy Factory, the military base, Nezumi Castle, and Nagito's room.
Okay, what about... Oh, hi!
Oh god.
I have never seen so many Monokuma plushies in my life.
Many Monokumas.
Monokumas.
Well, Monokuma isn't exactly someone you would normally run into.
However,
while I was staring at all the Monokumas, all that occurred to me.
A thought occurred to me.
Blah, 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 blah.
Well,
Wow, he was at the center of that.
Yeah.
The bomb that went off at the lobby might have been set up here.
Huh?
do you have a minute?
If you fuck. If you hide the bomb inside a Monokuma plushie, it would make a frightening weapon. Do you not think the group that is forcing to kill us?
Do you not think that the group that is forcing us to kill each other would devise something like that?
It's so hot in here.
Amazing!
A plushie bomb is an act of terrorism.
Yeah?
Let us rip these apart right away so we can confirm it.
Hold on. There's a bomb inside these. Wouldn't it explode if we carefully mess with it?
Yes, pie.
Either way, it is all gravy.
Oh, gravy, what the hell does that mean?
Enough already.
Stop! There's no bomb.
Hey,
You'll know if you just pick me up, see? All you'll feel is the soft weight of cotton.
I see.
You are right.
However,
Then where did Nagito obtain the bomb he used?
Who knows?
I wonder. If I'm gonna give you guys a hint, then you should know it wasn't from the military base.
Probably from the funhouse, wasn't it?
Probably from the military base.
Probably from the funhouse.
To tell you the truth, the bombs there are all fakes.
please wait.
I know that already. You should have said so earlier.
No.
Well, I thought if I kept quiet, it would foreshadow that a killing was gonna happen. That's why I'm just now telling you for the first time. Phew, I feel relieved.
But if the bombs wasn't from the military base, or this factory, then he brought it from the Octagon.
Well,
Oh, right, the Octagon.
Yeah, did you forget the Octagon existed?
Yeah. I must say, you have a good eye there, Sonia. Putting a bomb inside one of my plushies seems like a splendid idea.
It's a good thing I already had it.
Let's try it!
That is.
Did I say something I should not have said?
Yes. It's not your fault. Don't worry about it.
It's a little bit her fault.
A little bit.
Okay, Monokuma's account. So, can I leave?
You sure you don't want to do the thing?
Do what thing?
The thing that shows you all the things you can click on?
Well, we looked at the plushies before, and we know what the computer said. There's...
Might as well look at the truck.
This is the machine in the back, and we've looked at the truck. We know... Are you sure you want to look at it?
I mean, might as well. Apparently the bombs that were stuffed on this truck were actually fireworks. Which reminds me, this truck looks like it came from the military base. Nagito must have brought it from there. Other than that, there's nothing in particular that catches my eye. What about the break room?
Yeah, I was gonna go that way. The break room is on the other side of this door. This is where we obtained the fire grenades. Anything inside? There's nothing on the floor that looks like a clue, not even trash. Okay,
never mind then.
let's just leave. Okay, where else do we need to go? Honey?
The military base, the funhouse, and Nagito's room.
No! Get me out of here! You get over there?
Sorry, it's really hot in here. And
Military base is this way. You're short-circuiting over there. Did you finish what you were saying?
no. That's how hot it is.
Okay, hi, Soda.
Damn it. This dangerous place is the reason all this messed up stuff is happening. Leaving guns out in the open is totally dangerous. Seriously, you can take better care of these.
It's easy to say that, but there's no one on this island who could do that.
You could.
He could. Yeah, it's your responsibility since you're the one with the know-how. Right?
Yeah?
Anyway, what else we got? Let's see. The camera, then there's the tank, the truck. There's a second truck. Anything on this side besides the helicopter? It's just the helicopter.
My god, it's Mr. Beast.
Just shut up. Truck.
You just probably have guns and other firearms are stuffed into the truck bed.
whoa!
Ah, I found it!
What did you find?
My god. Well, that truck bag over there has guns in it, but I also found stuff like a survival knife?
Yeah. Wait, that's... And then they show the picture from the first game.
Isn't that the same type of knife that was stabbed through Nagito's right hand? Which means the killer obtained that knife here.
All right.
So the killer is someone who visited the military base at least once.
That's everyone. Yeah, that's everyone though.
No, not me. This is the first time I've been here.
That sounds fishy.
Well, I guess look at the other truck.
Okay, there's still something I need to confirm. What do you need to confirm?
The other truck?
I guess so.
When I tried looking through the truck bed.
It's empty. Nothing's here. When I first came here, there was something on the truck bed, which means Sonia was telling the truth.
However,
I never really thought but did not know the bombs weren't real. It's
You okay, man?
no, that was stupid. It's possible that he thought they were the real thing. No, never mind. He said as much in his video message.
Blah, blah, blah.
No.
So, were you surprised? Seriously, think about it. This is weird to know this.
He knew the bombs were fake. He only did what he did to weed out the traitor. No, is that really it? Did Nagito only do that to expose the traitor? Maybe there was a different motive behind his actions. Now we can go. And then we gotta go to Nezumi Castle and then Nagito's room, right?
Yeah. Do you want to do that this episode or next episode?
Oh shit, the next episode I go.
Alright. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this has been Danganronpa 2. We hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And we'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.